Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this new video here on Dogecoin. We're going to do a full update, mainly technically here on the price of Dogecoin, which is at this point of time, or at least very close to testing critical support. So what I wanted to do is talk about that support, talk about the technicals, talk about the different possibilities here, and then what's most likely. All right, what's most likely with the current information we have. Now, obviously, it's Sunday. Personally, I never trade Sundays for the reason that they're just very volatile. So volatility in general is to be expected, all right? Volume for Dogecoin has dropped down to, I think, the second lowest point in the last month, which usually means that, liquidity is also a bit lower. And that usually means that we're going to get more volatility. And in general, Dogecoin at this point of time is not looking great, all right? If you remember correctly, last week, Thursday, we actually still did something quite good because the main support level that Dogecoin has, the range lows right here is between 16.4 and 16.2. What you can see right here is that we had a fake out and then a reclaim with quite a lot of volume. All right, so everything looked good then. But what you can see afterwards is that after that fake out, the price rallied up to the POC right here at 17.16, or at least that's one big volume cluster, which usually functions as resistance. And we were not able to even get back up to the range highs right here at 17.7 cents. Which is not great, right? That's not a sign of strength. Usually, if you get a reclaim with volume like this, you at least get back up to the range highs. And since we haven't done that, I think that's a weak reclaim, right? And right now, as you can see, with bearish pressure again in the markets, or at least if you take a look at Bitcoin right here, Dogecoin is again testing that support level, and it's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough to hold that. If Dogecoin is unable to hold that, and we actually do see a breakdown, a breakdown with that's respected, all right, so not a fake out, something like this again, which in general doesn't happen twice in a couple of days very often, so that's also not a great sign. But if we get that breakdown and we actually retest that, the next support level is down here between 14.5 and 15 cents, which I do think is going to be able to hold as support, but this is obviously not what we want. So yeah, the question is well, can we actually hold this support level? Is the market strong enough to do that? And I think the answer is yes. It is a very strong support level in general. It's the range lows, and there are not any major fundamentals at this point of time that I would say those are going to push Dogecoin down. Now, obviously, I mean, if you zoom all the way out, Dogecoin is still definitely in a downtrend, right? So eventually, getting a breakdown is going to happen, and in this case, it's also a possibility. But for me, the main thing it depends on is how the equity market opens. All right, so the equities are going to open, or at least futures are going to open tonight. That's going to affect Bitcoin. What we spoke about 2 days ago is that Dogecoin is one of the altcoins that's most correlated to Bitcoin. So that's going to determine whether Dogecoin is going to be able to hold this level, yes or no. So at this point of time, if you want to predict whether this support level is going to hold, yes or no, like we can talk about Dogecoin and we can say this is a strong normal technical support level. But ultimately we have to say, do we expect that equities have bottomed, yes or no? And that is a very difficult thing to do. All right, to have edge in that is difficult to do. So therefore, I don't think Dogecoin is very easy to predict right now. I would say, because obviously this is still a price prediction, I would say given the strength I've seen from Bitcoin in the last couple of weeks, in combination with what I know from the fundamental situation around the world, and with the trade war situation, and what I expect from stocks, I would say it's still most likely that we will be able to hold this level, maybe with another fake out. It is a possibility, of course, but that we will be able to hold this level and that we will be able to consolidate at least on top of 16.2. But I'll definitely keep you updated on this. And like I said, I mean, keep an eye on that S&P 500 futures opening later today. If they drop down and you see a massive move down from Bitcoin with volume, then Dogecoin is most likely going to crash down lower as well, right? But like I said, I'll keep you updated on that as soon as I can. For now, I think this is what you need to know. For now, I think this is most likely. So those are my thoughts. That's my analysis. I'll see you all very, very soon, probably. But for now, take care. Have a great Sunday, and bye.